Welcome to Oaxaca.
Feel the weight of history in one of the oldest cultural strongholds in the Americas, where civilizations rose long before Rome. Eat your way through the soul of Mexican cuisine, its flavors shaped by hand over the centuries. But to really understand Oaxaca, look beyond its postcard sites and see it through the eyes of its people. The friendly faces eager to call you family, the abuelas who grind corn before sunrise, the weavers who speak in color. We're the Dream to Journey family, and this week we're experiencing the best of Oaxaca.
That is so cool.
Incredible.
We arrive in the highland valley of Oaxaca, unpack, and make ourselves right at home.
That was the good news.
Has a tooth. Her first little tooth.
You have a tooth?
Yep, it's right here on the bottom left side.
Oh.
Yay, Mari!
Yay, Mari!
Blah, blah, blah.
Early the next morning, we head for nearby Monte Alban.
So we were the first ones in today, and we literally have the whole place to ourselves, and I gotta admit, there's just no better feeling than having an entire site to yourself. Man, look at this.
Around 500 BC, the native Zapotec sliced off a mountaintop to construct plazas, temples, and ball courts. For nearly 1,000 years, the city ruled over the surrounding valleys, its priests timing festivals by the sun and stars.
Oh, friend, you gonna join us on our tour?
Oh, it's a cutie. I like that little doggy. He can stay. We'll call him Zappo. For all the Zapotecs.
We're both just blown away right now. I don't think either of us realized how big this place is.
At its peak, the city of Monte Alban had an estimated population of around 30,000, with the elite occupying the hilltop center and the rest living on terraces carved into the surrounding hillsides. During this time, the Zapotecs ruled over a civilization of nearly 1 million people.
Oh, very cool. Gallery of the Danzantes.
Carvings of naked, contorted human figures are now widely believed to depict tortured or sacrificed captives. The views at the north end of the complex are undoubtedly the best, and allow you to really take in the immense scale of the city.
I don't know if it's just the fact that we're on top of a mountain that makes us feel just so big, but I don't think we've ever really been in a ruinous place. Out of all the different places we've traveled to so far, that has felt to this scale. It is just huge.
Bailey was just saying how glad we are to have come as early as we did.
Yes.
It's starting to get very hot and there's no shade. And the crowds are getting here too, so definitely best to go early in the morning. That was fantastic.
The adjacent museum contains some relics of the ancient residents of Monte Alban, but the most impressive are to be found in Oaxaca City, which we will be visiting shortly.
We found our van here taking us to the center. Leaves top of every hour. So there you go. Just kind of hang out that second parking lot down below and you'll be just fine.
In the center of town is a beautiful place to explore, the Oaxaca Museum of Culture. A convent built in the 1500s converted to a museum connected to the Church of Santo Domingo and home to one of Mexico's greatest treasures. The museum naturally guides you towards the treasures of Tomb Number 7, one of the most extensive collections of artifacts discovered at Monte Alban. Gold gleams from every corner. The collection is stunning, but the true showstopper is the turquoise skull.
It's a skeleton?
A human skull, painstakingly covered in turquoise mosaic, unearthed in 1932. It's haunting, beautiful, and impossible to forget. The rest of the museum is a joy to wander through, with peaceful views looking out over the walled gardens and quiet corners that invite you to linger. A food lover's treasure, Mercado 20 de Noviembre. Smoke hangs in the air as we thread through narrow aisles, stall by stall, building our dinner from scratch. Grilled meats sizzle over open flames. Toppings shimmer with oil and heat. Tortillas are stacked warm and ready. Everyone had a role. Reese even called the shots on tortillas and took her job very seriously. You point, they cook, and it all comes together at a table tucked at the far end of the corridor.
Alright, what's that, Bailey?
Tamal de frijol, bean tamale.
Kyle, too eager to wait, jumped in early and paid the price with a mouthful of heat he will not forget.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Please don't catch
That was so spicy. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Just about puked there. Just took a giant bite of this thing. Probably had a whole grilled pepper. No idea what kind. Oh, my mouth is on fire right now. It's been about 5 minutes since I ate it. Oh, ow. Now that I'm alive still and haven't died from how spicy that was, Bailey thinks it's just hilarious that she almost lost me.
With mouths still tingling, we wander deeper into the market, past baskets of ripe fruit, trays of roasted cricket, and sweets glazed in bees. The noise, the colors, the smells, it all carries us to Oaxaca's Zocalo, where the city spills into the streets. It's a Saturday night, and the square hums with life. Street lamps cast soft light across dancers of all types and ages swaying to live music. Nights like these make me sad to have 2 left feet, but even that didn't hold Reese and I back from joining in on the fun. And to dive in a bit more, we tried a famous local flavor of ice cream.
Flavor of leche quemado, burnt milk. So, should be interesting to try out. I've never had that flavor before. What do you think?
Kind of tastes like cigarettes.
But it's good though at the same time.
It tastes like a campfire. It's very comforting.
It is.
We were starting to feel less like visitors and more like neighbors in this close-knit community.
You can put some milk on it if you want. Hey girl, are you ready for another day?
If you're in Oaxaca, you're going to be eating well. We start our day with a Mexican favorite. Fried tortilla simmered in salsa with cheese, onion, cream, and topped with whatever leftovers are around.
Chilequiles. That's just fantastic.
Next, we head to the center of Oaxaca to see its cathedral. Construction began in the mid-1500s, but it wasn't finished for another 200 years, thanks to frequent earthquakes which forced changes in the design. Blending Spanish Catholic tradition with indigenous craftsmanship, it became the spiritual center of colonial Oaxaca. The breathtaking interior is filled with intricate Baroque details and gold leaf. The food scene in Oaxaca is our favorite part. For lunch, we stop at the Michelin star Los Danzantes. For our appetizer, it's a sampling of moles.
Y el mole negro, que es el más popular de todos,
Sí.
complejo en su preparación. Lo hacen con chile chilhuacle, chile ancho, mulato y pasilla mexicano. Le agregan chocolate.
A rich, flavorful Mexican sauce with a deep, complex taste that's both savory and sweet.
Holy smokes. Each one really does have quite a unique flavor. It's super good.
And for the main course, grilled octopus. Smoky and tender with an almost buttery texture.
Just spectacularly soft. It's so good.
And we never skip out on the dessert. Absolutely delicious.
Ooh. Very rich.
After a day of exploring the town on foot and trying to keep up with the locals, we feel we deserve a little treat. Be sure to try some of the locally sourced chocolate.
Chocolate, Reese? You want some chocolate?
The cocoa production in the region dates back thousands of years, and it truly is some of the best. But don't just take my word for it.
You're the brownie expert, the resident chocolate brownie expert.
You need a whole pan. It was like perfectly sweet, perfectly bitter, just rich tasting, rich feeling. Delicious. Probably my top 2 or 3 chocolate indulgence ever.
Wow. This stuff will be sure to give you quite the sugar rush.
We found a sitter for the girls and we escape to the rooftop restaurant at Petiona. Their tender, slow-cooked suckling pig tacos are a must.
That's super good.
Now relaxing back at the apartment in a half-dazed food coma, we seem to have gotten ourselves into a bit of a mess.
We have accidentally locked ourselves in the enclosed backyard of our Airbnb. As you can see here,
The wind blew the door shut.
the outside, the wind blew the door shut. And we don't have a key. Our girls are asleep. So now we gotta figure out a way to get to the front of the house. Wish us luck.
Do we have a key for the front of the house?
We do not have a key to the front of the house, do we?
No.
So we have to go in through a window or call our host. Luckily we have our phones.
There he goes. Let's hope that that kitchen door is unlocked and that you don't need a key.
And I found an open window. Yes! Our window to victory here. We did it. Making it through here.
I heard banging and glass.
Alright, well, we're not doing that again.
Prayers are real.
Alright. We're here with our driver, Alfredo.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yes. One thing that's kind of cool that Alfredo just pointed out is, so they believe this is the birthplace where they started to domesticate corn. One of these cities that we just passed here. So when the Spanish came, they threatened to take the gold from the indigenous, right, Alfredo? But the indigenous said, fine, you know what, you can take our gold, just don't take our corn, right? That's how much it meant to them. Just incredible.
Alfredo takes the wheel and winds us through the hills to our first stop of the day, Hierve el Agua, or boiling water. The name comes from the mineral-rich springs that bubble from the ground, but what really catches your breath are the petrified waterfalls spilling down the cliffs, frozen in motion after thousands of years. From the edge of the pools, the valley drops away and the world opens up. The Zapotec people once saw this place as sacred, a site of healing. And standing there in the quiet before the crowds arrive, it's easy to understand why. For a few minutes, it feels like the land is ours alone.
I can do this? Thumbs up.
These are some of our favorite moments traveling together as a family, when we can help our kids find pure joy in discovery.
Good job, Breezy. Okay, I'll come with you.
Reese was having a blast, and she could have stayed here for hours.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
But it's time to hit the road again. We have more to see.
Oh, también hay.
Sí.
Okay.
Pero
Claro.
esto es lo más.
Nearby is the Zapotec Sacred Center of Mitla. Much of what we see today was built in the 1300s. Once a spiritual center home to priests and rulers where rituals honored the dead. Its buildings aren't grand in size, but the detail is breathtaking. Stepping inside, you'll see stone mosaics built without mortar. Just thousands of carved stones perfectly in place line the walls. Each pattern has a meaning, and each wall tells a story. Most walls were painted a vibrant red, only a few remnants of which still remain. By now, the girls have earned a break, so we follow Alfredo to his favorite barbacoa spot. Mexican barbecue of goat and lamb was waiting for us. At a family-run restaurant with warm smiles and music playing in the background. The food is rich and tender, and the welcome is even warmer. Our next stop takes us into a town that's easy to overlook, but shouldn't be. The Templo de Santa María de la Asunción is a burst of Oaxacan Baroque style, its walls covered in color and gold. This church isn't just a landmark, it's the heart of the weekend market that unfolds all around it.
We're overwhelmed with the scent of roasted corn and the warmth of tortillas fresh off the comal. We sample tejate.
It has corn.
What'd you think?
It has corn and cocoa bean. Like has a little bit of chocolate inside. You want to try it? Okay, more for me.
What'd you think, Reese?
Do you like it?
The rhythm of the market offers a glimpse into the daily heartbeat of Oaxaca. The faces we see, weathered by years of hard work, tell stories of resilience. Here in Oaxaca, poverty is a constant companion, especially in rural areas. Most people earn around $7 a day. About 60% live in poverty. Theirs is a life of hard work, yet there's a quiet, beautiful dignity that's hard to ignore. Even with comparatively little, they manage to survive, endure, and even smile. We make our way to the weaving village of Teotitlan del Valle, where we step into a weaver's workshop to learn about how the beautiful rugs and tapestries for which the region is known are created from the natural world. The wool is first washed, then carded smooth, before being spun into thread on spindles.
Pull it very soft. Like with two fingers.
Marigolds are ground for yellow. Small cochineal bugs are used for crimson, orange, and when mixed with lime, purple.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Here, tilt your hand up, Bills. That's so cool.
No?
No, naranja.
Wow.
Ácido.
Sí, se ve otro lemon.
Con un alcalino obtengo el tono ahora en
Morado.
morado.
Wow.
Purple. Yeah, that purple. You want
Thread is soaked in indigo leaves to give the color blue. Patterns are created, and the weavers set to work layering the threads.
Okay, two hands.
You can have some, and then Daddy can have some, and then Mommy can have some.
Hey, get back here with my corn. She took my corn.
It's a quick stop at the Tule tree, the world's widest tree, whose trunk measures in at 46 feet in diameter, or about as wide as a basketball court. It's been a long day and we are famished, so we stop for a Oaxacan comfort food specialty, TLAYUDAS. The lightly grilled tortilla is stuffed with beans, cabbage, avocado, cheese, and meat.
That is huge. That's bigger than your face.
That is so nummy.
What do you think, Bailey?
Don't interrupt my happiness.
We came to Oaxaca not just for the postcards, but for the people. We came to learn something, to connect, and we're leaving with much more than we bargained for.
If you've enjoyed this video, journey along with us by subscribing. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Next week, we are exploring a different part of regional Oaxaca along the Pacific coast. Thanks for watching, and as always, dream big and enjoy the journey.